Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Willis out of the gun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Warrior 17. Buffalo 18.
In motion comes the tight end left. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Willis now off of play action. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He gets it complete to Jackson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty there winds up on the offense. Obviously gets declined, and we have a change of possession.
Hold it ready.
Play action. Here's Willis. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Willis to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Fourth down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coach is always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Calling a loss of 5, a good sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19 right.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Hey, pass. 50 Maverick. 50 Maverick. Check pass. Check pass.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the Sticks.
70 Ranger. Trap 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Lance. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 3rd and 2, Willis. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Get up! Win! Back and 60!
Willis will look to throw on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the 2, here's first and goal. Shotgun snap to Willis. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. Willis will try and throw for this. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Strike!
Throwing now is Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Play action, Willis. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept on the wrong patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hey,
Lance now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Cine. The 20, 10, And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Second down and goal. Willis. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now. Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lance going to try to throw for this. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Strike 2.
On first down, Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's the option going right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
Check you. Real green. Black shot.
Lance looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Ready. 52 blaster. Red cycle. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18, pioneer.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson from 19 yards away. And the Bucs extend their lead yet again. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get it?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rebels.
Willis, 4th down here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Down inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback and have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Go street, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw, Willis. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Right back to the air again with Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Now Willis on 4th down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. My goodness, 229 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Right there.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got this, complete to Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Get it! Back in 60!
Willis out of the gun. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Willis. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Strike. Check strike. Six. Seven. Roster. 6.
To throw, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Strike. Strike. Ultra. Go ultra. Blue strike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Willis to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lance. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Hey, check Mega. Ultra. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And Lazard's got it again. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they... He's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. The ball comes out. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well. this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Panthers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, set. Opposite, 3. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. From all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
No, 52. Right, 97. Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 28. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check you.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the set.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. so they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready? On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, set. Fight, 60. Set, cut.
On third down, Herbert. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Lance now to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. The Lance going to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A final shot before half for Lance.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a give to Herbert. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Herbert will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he pulls over him. And he'll be out right at the 35. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, check Mega. Drill 52. Ultra. Check, huh?
Now a handoff running through the middle. They'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
Down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black Ultra.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set, ready. Check, back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind it.
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, green, strike, white. Blue striking. Faster, faster. Cut, cut.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
Could be a house call.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's a give up the middle. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 37-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall and pulled back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Falcons 27.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 34 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Falcons 27.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end, finding room at midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to keep this again. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're